would like to talk to you today about the incarnation. We here as Catholic Christians celebrate in a couple days the incarnation's birth, Jesus himself. Why are we so enamored by his birth when it is his death that brings true life to us? It's because we prefer to think about birthdays than we do funerals. Is that correct? Yes. When the Blessed Mother says yes to the angel Gabriel, there are very few things in human history that change humanity. World War I, World War II, but this event of the incarnation inside the Blessed Mother's womb changes everything. It was a game changer for literally this time until the end of time. So about 2,000 years ago, when the Blessed Mother says yes, time started to tick, tock, tick, tock. Because once she says yes, the end of the world as we know it was coming soon. Now, we all know that the end of the world was on Friday. And I was very upset because I had to go to work the next day. When we honestly think about the concept of God taking on human flesh, has your life really changed with that dogma that we believe as Catholics, that God took on human flesh? An atheist can believe that. An atheist can know that you Catholics, boy, you say that God took on human flesh. So what? What does that mean to me? Why is the incarnation so important to you? Why is Jesus' life important to you? That is the question. There are so many of our brothers and sisters who desire to have a personal relationship with this incarnation. The incarnation is not just a mental concept, a dogma of the church. It is a relationship. The word itself means infleshed. So this divine spirit, the second person of the Trinity, decided to say yes to the Father and came to earth so that we can enter eternal life. If you do not know Jesus personally, you do not get to go to heaven. Maybe, maybe not. Who's to judge? But for us Catholics who know Jesus, that's a different story. We have been given a great gift, which is our faith. And when Jesus gave us our faith, from the time of Pentecost, from the time of his birth, all the way till now, we have a golden jewel here. I was just talking to somebody the other day about the Tower of London. And they have the crown jewels there. And they're worth billions of dollars, these jewels. But our Catholic faith is far superior to that. Why is the incarnation important for us? Did Jesus really have to come on earth to take on human flesh so that we can be saved? Did he really have to do that? Do you think so? The answer is no. He didn't have to. So if he didn't have to, why did he? Why did he choose to be a little cute little baby? Why did he risk being left on the altar and the Blessed Mother leaving him? Why did he risk having humanity raise him up to be an adult? It's because I could tell you that Father Darren loves you 1,000 times. But if I sit there and watch reruns of Oprah and eat bonbons every Saturday, Father, I really need you. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm too busy. I'm watching Oprah. I have said I loved you, but my actions speak differently. Jesus could have appeared on earth in human form as a 33-year-old male, sat down, Peter, James, John, and all the rest of the apostles. Hey, listen, this is what I want you to tell my people. Here's the Gospels. Have a nice life. I'll see you when you get to heaven. He could have done that because God is not limited. He did not have to reveal himself. But the reason why he chose to be a little child, to humble himself, to be raised as a child, a young adult, and an adult, and die at a young age of 33 is because he wanted to show us his love, not just talk about it. So the incarnation, Jesus saying, Father, I'll do what you want me to do, but you really think the incarnation is necessary? And the Father is, yes, I think it's necessary ultimately, because they'll really understand your message if you show them how to do it instead of talk about it. So Jesus' birthday that we celebrate, which is funny, it's the only time in human history that others receive presents on somebody else's birthday. I can't fathom how much God really, truly loves me, that he would be willing to expose himself to possible death, freezing, torture, and murder because he wanted to show me how much he loves me. It brings beyond tears to the eyes. There are no words to describe that love. And when I think of Jesus' birthday, I always think of the end result. Not his birth, but what was going to happen in the end. It's the only time, the only person I ever think about when I knew they were born, time was ticking. And we have such a great opportunity to make Jesus a personal God to us, which was a very foreign idea to pagans throughout the world. God was never with us, Emmanuel. God was always over there, outside of us, not part of us, didn't care about us. Think of all the pagan religions, all the human sacrifice that went on to appease these other gods that were outside of us, who hated humanity, who had to be appeased and bribed to be loved. And Jesus did the opposite. He took on the human flesh, was born of the Blessed Mother, allowed himself to be nursed, his diapers changed, fed, worked with his dad, hit his hand on hammers, got splinters, and was rejected. This incarnation has to become personal to you. When you hear the word God is with us, God is with you. God is with you. When you use the word us, it seems so distant. Why don't you make it personal? If you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, in the beauty of the sacraments of the Catholic Church, there is nothing greater than that. Jesus said yes because he wanted us to know how much he truly, profoundly loves you. In 2 days, we celebrate God with us. It's just a reminder that God is always with you.